This entire block right here is completely closed. It's just empty front stores as we go up Powell. Every single store on the right hand side has closed. Only right here on the left we have a Sephora store and a Burger King. It's the only two that remain open. Empty cable cars. We are going up on Powell Street to see what's left of what used to be a bustling, busy street. And now it's a ghost town.
And now it's a ghost town. That is what woke liberalism has turned San Francisco into, a broken shell of what once was. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, and today we're going to see what's left of the liberal disaster that is San Francisco, which should steel our resolve to eradicate wokeness before wokeness does the same to us.
A new poll released today by the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce shows 8 out of 10 San Francisco residents consider crime has worsened in recent years. This is the second year in a row that residents are saying crime has increased, with 70% feeling the quality of life in San Francisco has declined.
San Francisco, once a magnificent and beautiful city, has been destroyed from within. While historically San Francisco survived natural disasters such as earthquakes, as well as diseases and pestilence, as it turns out, the city was no match for the virus we call wokeness. Recently, the city disbanded 500 police officers, which of course resulted in a total lack of adequate law enforcement and a complete breakdown in social order. The decision to defund the police coincided with San Francisco having the highest property crime rate per capita among major cities. And shockingly, a recent poll revealed that nearly half, 45% of San Franciscans, reported being victims of theft or assault. The reason for this isn't complicated. The city's district attorney actually admitted that only 2% of auto burglaries led to prosecution arrests. With no deterrence against criminal activity, no law and order, criminals have obviously been radically emboldened. Here's what a former drug dealer had to say about what's behind the implosion of San Francisco.
What we're doing as a society now is allowing people to do what they want to do. And for me, it starts in the home. It starts in our school districts where children can basically do what they want. There's no discipline necessarily occurs. That's what happens too here in San Francisco. It's a lot of services available for people, but everybody is hand carrying a person in a situation instead of allowing them to be accountable and to be able to teach them how to stand up on their own 2 feet. It's not helping anyone to get out of anything. If a person gets arrested in San Francisco, the district attorney, public defender, all the courts is on the same page. Okay, this poor person, he has mental health issues. He grew up in a poor home. But at the same time, what about the piece of you're out here in the street wreaking havoc? You're taking people's property. You're hurting other people in the streets. That needs to be addressed also. They want to do everything but jail. That's what's happening through the court systems. That's what's happening with just about everything in this city. There's no accountability for your behavior anymore.
I'll be back.
That's right, gang. He'll be back and will be back. It's time to celebrate the great return by clicking on that link below and getting your very own Trumpinator 2024 bobblehead in preparation for Donald Trump's glorious reascendance to the United States presidency. Look at this, gang. I've got mine. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. This collectible bobblehead from Proud Patriots is made with the highest quality material and really is a must-have for any Trump fan who wants to send some energy towards what's shaping up to be the most glorious political comeback in history. Now, don't wait. There are just limited numbers of these collectibles, and you don't want to be caught paying way more later on eBay from someone who bought one now. So whatever you do, don't wait. Click on that link below right now and show your support for Trump 2024 today. The rampant crime and lawlessness that's infested San Francisco has obviously contributed inordinately to its economic cratering. Once known for its thriving business environment, the city now suffers from a staggering 35% commercial vacancy rate. In fact, since COVID, San Francisco has actually lost half of its downtown stores. And that's what you saw at the beginning of the video. It's not unusual to see areas that were once economically thriving turned into what's little more than just a ghost town today. But unfortunately, the problems in San Francisco extend far beyond crime and drug abuse. The education system is one of the worst in the nation. Despite some of the highest spending per student, San Francisco has some of the lowest test scores among developed countries, with some of the lowest literacy rates in the entire nation. It's no wonder that the city has lost a staggering and utterly staggering 250,000 residents in the last 2 years alone. Now, as many of you know, I just came back from Japan, having spent just over a week there. And I can tell you firsthand, I mean, you could search the entire city of Tokyo, a city of 40 million, and you won't find a single square inch that even compares to the dilapidated social and cultural squalor of San Francisco. San Francisco, in effect, has become a failed state. It's more akin to Mogadishu than it is Munich or Milan. I mean, I've seen it firsthand, gang. If you don't know, my mom grew up in the Bay Area. I have lots of family in San Francisco. I spent many summers growing up in that city, and I loved it. It was a beautiful city, clean, vibrant, ornate. Today, it's a literal shithole. Victor Davis Hanson, himself a California resident, has likened San Francisco quite literally to third world social status. In other words, wokeness did to that city what earthquakes and pestilence failed to do. Wokeness broke the city. It destroyed it. And so it's incumbent upon every single one of us to rise up and make sure that we eradicate wokeness before wokeness does the same to us. Hey, gang, I know what it's like to feel alone out there in these turbulent times, but I broke free. If you too have been looking for a community with like-minded patriots who are serious about resisting globalism, building a parallel economy, and having intelligent and deep fellowship on a regular basis, then you've come to the right place. In my Courageous Patriot Insiders community, we're building a close-knit movement of, by, and for patriots who are breaking free from the outrage and despair cycles of the mainstream media and taking on the fight against globalism. Every week, I deep dive into the content I can't share on big tech and give you the cliff notes on the truth of how patriots just like you are building up their communities, starting patriot businesses, and fighting the woke in both public and private. All with a few history and political lessons from yours truly, of course. If you want to stop feeling alone as a patriot and stand together with this fast-growing community, be sure to click on the link in the description below. Don't wait. Join me and my Patriot Coalition today, and let's get fighting.